So I'm going to be diving into why you should be doing this as a new coach and why it's going to really support you and serve you in your coaching business. Because the thing is, so many people train as a coach and then they train and it comes to the business and they're like, oh yeah, I have to become a guru at sales and marketing now as well. And so I just want to talk about this and kind of give it a space because, not enough people talk about it and it really needs to be spoken about. So I'm just going to give it another minute. I'm just going to share this on my Facebook and then we'll get started as well. So do give me a wave if you're joining me live. Let me know who you are, where you are. Hi Christine, lovely to see you. And let's dive in. So I'm Rebecca Lockwood. I'm a neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnotherapy trainer and breakthrough coach trainer. I also train a couple of other modalities, including timeline therapy. I always forget when I come to telling people. Timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, EFT, energy, positive psychology, and a couple of other bits and bobs that really support you to help your clients gain epic transformations. I'm regularly collaborating with companies like Elle, Marie Claire, Harper's Bazaar, BBC, what Stylist magazine, there was one, Breathe magazine, Planet Mindful, Mindful magazine, lots of places giving expert comments on coaching, how our mind works, the way our mind works, why our mind works the way it works, a lot of comments on behaviours, relationships and things like that kind of jazz. So I want to talk to you today about the things that you should be doing as a coach, because as I just said, we train as a coach and so many people want to help people. So many people want to make a difference in the world and really feel pulled and called towards making that difference. But then you train and then it comes to setting up a coaching business and you're like, what's this? Magickery? What's this sorcery? That's the word I was looking for. I was nearly there. What is this sorcery? Like, we have to now market our coaching and sell it. Like, what is all of this about? And so this week I want to talk to you about that because I got a lot of questions around this in the last 2 weeks after I opened my doors to my NLP coaching program. Now, I do support my clients with the business side of things, but I also got a lot of people this week asking me and saying, well, I've already done an NLP course. Can you help me with the business and the sales stuff? And I've been sitting on this program for some time. And also this week, I want to support you as much as I can as well with the kind of stuff that we need to think about. So the first thing is, this is what we should be doing, right? When we first start our coaching business, we should be working with people in the outcomes that we can help people with. Now, what I mean by this, and I did speak about this last week as well, but what I mean by this is, when we finish coaching or as we are practicing, as we are training and coaching, we should be practicing with people to help us understand what we want to do, how we want to help people. And then we need to double down on that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I used to say, and I used to think, I didn't ever say it publicly, but I used to think, and I had conversations with my coach friends about it. And I used to think like, I didn't want a niche, right? And what I mean by niche is I mean like becoming really clear on who you are working with and how you are helping them. And I used to be like, but I want to help everyone with everything. Has anyone ever said that? I want to help everyone with everything. Like, I don't want to contain myself. Like, that's what I used to say. I used to be like, don't put me in a box. I'm not going to swear, but that's what I used to think. And then I doubled down and I niched, and guess what happened? My business grew exponentially. Like, I don't even know if that's how you say that word, but it grew so quickly and so quickly. It was just, I did kind of expect it, but I didn't expect it to grow that much, that quickly. And so one of the things that you need to be doing is you need to be fully understanding. And if this is resonating with anyone, just do let me know. It's so much more fun when I'm chatting with you and not at you. I used to, I used to say that. I used to say, I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to stick myself into a box. I don't want to, you can't contain me. That's what I used to think. But when you do get really clear on who it is that you want to help and how you want to help them, you're able to scale your coaching business, because you're able to understand fully, well, who your customer is, right? And what they say and how they speak and the language that they use when they're talking about how they want to help. And you're able to fully and completely fill that need. Right? You're able to fully and completely fill that need and then continue to do that consistently. So you're going to be able to serve more people when you get really clear on what your, I don't even know if niche, it is a niche really. When you get clear on your niche, that is when you're able to fully explode your coaching. And it's not to say that you decide, right, so let's say you decide you want to work in a certain area and you want to help people with a certain thing. If other people come to you and ask for help, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to turn them away. But what it does mean is it means that when it comes to marketing yourself as a coach and talking to people about how you can help them and telling stories within your marketing messages about who you are and how you help people and the kinds of results that you get for people, you can be crystal clear in the way that you speak about what you do and how you do it, because you have doubled down into your niche. I don't like the word niche, but and it's probably because, and I didn't used to think that I wanted to niche. I used to feel like that would try and, like I said, like I used to think like, you can't contain me. I just want to help everyone with everything. And the thing is, when you do double down on your niche, on the area that you do want to work in, that is when you can help more people, right? Because you're able to speak directly to the people that you are helping so that you resonate with more people. You become clearer in your messaging, you become clearer in your marketing, you know what to market and where to market, right? And that will convert more customers because they'll feel like you're speaking to them. Christine says, can you use NLP for supporting ladies about 1 year following bereavement to get life back? Definitely. And Christine, I know that you're on our NLP practitioner breakthrough coaching course and you're also on our timeline therapy course. So timeline therapy is going to be so powerful for doing that kind of work, definitely. So timeline therapy, for those of you who may not know, is something that I train my students in, and it's about releasing any past negative emotions and reframing the way that we think and the way that we feel towards past things that may be holding us back, that may be causing trauma, or that may be stopping us from moving forward with something in life. So yeah, Christine, I'm excited for you to do that. So every coach really must be, doubling down into what it is that you want to help people with, why you want to help them with that, because everything else comes so nicely after that, and it makes everything else so much easier for you. It makes it easier for you to market, it makes it easier for you to talk to potential clients, it makes it easier for you to tell stories and kind of, I want to say, pace and lead people. So what you'll do is you'll meet them where they're at and you'll tell stories about your clients that you've worked with, or perhaps stories about yourself that will take people on this journey, and they'll see themselves in that journey. And you can't do that if you're trying to help everyone with everything, right? Because you can't be specific enough to be able to market yourself effectively. Okay, so this is what all coaches must be doing. Let me know if this is helpful. You really do need to make sure that you're doubling down, because so many coaches do their training and then they're into the big bad world. It's not bad. They're into the big world and they realize, you've got to market, you've got to sell yourself. And thankfully, I had a sales job previous to my coaching. I was a sales coach and a sales trainer, and so for me, it wasn't anything new. It was like the back of my hand. Basically, I knew what to do and when to do it. But so many coaches don't do it for them reasons, and I didn't either. I trained as a coach because I wanted to help my sales team, right? And so it was from that I then experienced this breakthrough for myself, and I knew after having experienced that life transformation myself that I wanted to help other people experience that too. I wanted other people not to hold themselves back the way that I did. I wanted people not to suffer like I suffered severely with postnatal depression, and it was literally just because I didn't understand why I was thinking the way I was thinking, how we think. I didn't understand about our personality types, and just by having that understanding, that is why I was able to break free from postnatal depression, OCD, and negative self-talk and self-judgment and self-sabotage, all the rest, imposter syndrome, anxiety, I wouldn't say self-sabotage again then, negative spiraling, like negative looping. And that's why I became passionate about coaching. And I'm sure that many of you became passionate about wanting to coach people because of either something you've experienced yourself and you don't want other people to have to go through that, or you want to help people come out of that kind of situation. And so when you really understand and double down in that, it just makes everything else so much easier. Okay, so let me know if this was helpful. I was talking through why you should be doing this as a new coach. The doors are open to my new program, which I'm actually so excited about, because last week we had the doors open to my NLP practitioner and breakthrough coaching course, and I helped my students with the business side, with the sales and marketing side. But I also had a lot of people last week saying to me, well, I've already done a coaching program and I've already done an NLP program and I don't need to do another one, but I do want you to help me with sales and business. And that is why I decided, I didn't have anything open at that time, and I thought, this is the right time to do that. You asked, and so I decided to open the doors to my program called Signature Sales Success System. I feel like it needed a clap. SSS, Signature Sales Success System. So basically within this program, and if you're on Instagram with me, you can find the link in my profile. If you're on Facebook with me, you can find the link in the description. Basically within this program, I'm going to take you through the exact steps that you need to take to be able to create your signature program as a coach, and then to be able to scale it if you wish to do that as well. Some people might just be thinking, well, I just want to make $2,000 a month, or I just want to replace my current salary so I can leave my job, or I just want to make enough money to make a return on my investment in my coaching program, in my coaching training, so that I can have the freedom that I wanted, right? Because I don't know about you, but I started my coaching business because I wanted the freedom to do what I wanted when I wanted. I wanted the freedom to be able to not have to do what anyone else was telling me to do. I didn't want to be managed by anyone. I wasn't very manageable either, and I started my business because I wanted to have that time to be able to decide what I wanted to do with it. And I'm guessing that you're the same if you have, or you are about to start a coaching business. So this program will teach you how to create your signature program. Now, I'm just going to be really honest with you here. I've found myself having so many conversations with my friends, my coach friends, and so I've got a couple of friends who are coaches, really good friends, and I found myself consistently saying to them, all you need to do is this, this, and this, and this. Just do that, and you'll scale. And they'll say like, oh, but you're doing so well, and things are going so well for you, and they are. Like, we did almost $500,000 in sales in a 12-month period, just from using this system. And I don't say this to be a dick or to brag or anything. I'm saying this because I'm not quite sure how else to show you that I know what I'm doing and that I can teach you how to do that too. So within this program, it literally is the step-by-step process that I have taken in order to be able to do what I've done. And I'm teaching you the steps that I've taken and leaving out the mistakes that I made. Because you don't need to make them mistakes, right? And so I've had so many conversations with my friends, and I've said, just do this, and then they've not done it, and I'm like, just do it though. And this program really dives deep into that. It dives deep into the exact steps, rather than me sending them a quick 2-minute voicemail of like, just do this. It's like literally a 6-module program. So if you have any questions, do let me know. Pop me a message. You can head over to the page. If you're on Instagram with me, the link is in my profile, and if you're on Facebook with me, the link is in the description. Let me know if this was helpful. If you've got any questions about the program, do give me a shout, and I will catch you live again. I'll be live again later on this week. Have an amazing day.